Hello, and welcome to CopTubeAmerica.com, where we teach you the elements of criminal law. I'd like to thank you, those who are teenagers, 13 to 17, America's youth. You're a fun-loving group of people, all right? But we got to get down to some business, all right? And that is the affairs of police, all right? We have to teach you the law. We are the only country out of all these countries here on this earth that do not teach the law to its citizens. You guys have representatives called attorneys, all right? And if you're lucky enough, you have a mother or father involved in law enforcement, a cousin, a niece, a nephew. Those are the lucky ones because they have some insight and some knowledge. What goes on in police academies all over the USA? You have to have a respect for law. If not, there are consequences that the judges hand out. All right? So everyone is going to learn the law from here on out. We have the DARE program, teaches about drugs, and we have McGruff, teach about crimes. But you're going to learn the law. Those of all ages is only fair. You can hear all the time people speak about, well, that's not fair. Well, I didn't know. And you hinge on the mercies of the court. Well, ignorance is no excuse. Anybody can say they don't know. The judge is not going to fall for that. The judges who hand down are true justices, all 9 of them. They hand down these laws to our lower court judges. They're not going to fall for that. They haven't, and they never will. Everybody got an excuse. Everybody got a reason. But who's going to tell the truth? Okay? So we're going to have a lot of fun. And yes, I'm a retired police officer with the Raleigh Police Department. I retired internal affairs. All right? So, we're going to try to keep things in order. All right? That means you and I, as we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 100. 100 videos! Yes, we got some catching up to do. We're going to have a lot of fun, guys. All right? I'm not going to be boring. All right? I'll tell you some stories. I may use some of my accents that I had when I was working undercover as a prostitute and with drugs. All right, it's fun. All right, and those who are considering going into law enforcement, hats off to you. We love to have you. Okay, now we're here to make a better community. Keep that in mind. If we make a better you, a more watchful you, a more involved you, what are we making? Not just an outstanding citizen. We're giving you true choice. And we're making wonderful communities. Because you will have children one day. You may now get married, may not. See, it's all about choice. All right? But suffering is not a choice. All right? And people do suffer because they don't know. Education is king. Education is king. And I've taught a lot of people open up their eyes about the elements of criminal law. All right, let's first start out with learning what elements are. You learn them in science. All right, these are things that make up a thing. All right, let me explain it like this. And I'll keep reminding you. So everyone relax. These videos are not edited. Okay? I didn't chop them all off and piece this over here and do this. No. So, when you see me scratch my nose, I'm scratching my nose. I am human. Cops are human. We want you to understand that. We don't want cops getting hurt because people lack understanding and wisdom and knowledge. Oh, no. We need our police. We really do. Okay? So, if you see me talk about a dog and I do something real loud and you hear this dog barking, I do have a dog. Okay? I'm human. It's just me, you, and that video camera. And we have a lot to learn. The 100 most repeatedly broken laws. And I'm not going to kid you. Sometimes like I just did, stumble over my words. It's okay. Because that's what officers will do. We're not perfect. That's why I'm going to read to you, such as the judge, the clerk, your attorney will go over the elements. I am not going to memorize anything. I know a lot of them, okay? But I want to get it exact. So you know, and I know, because it is about trust. It really is. And I don't blame you. I wasn't always a law enforcement officer. I was a good person. And I want everyone to do the same, if you don't mind. Okay? Elements. What are they? Well, look at it like snowflakes. Okay? Ultimately, what do you do with snow when you're playing around? You're making a snowball, right? Okay. Big or small, or maybe a big old snowman with three woo with three big old balls. Now you let them sit out there. You put a old carrot as a nose and coal as buttons and eyes. All right. Now if you take them apart, you have snowflakes. You put them together, you got snowflakes that come out the sky. All right. So in law, there are elements to each criminal act. All right. Now, step by step, I'm going over, and then we're going to speed up as we go throughout the videos, because then I know you would have understood by, say, lesson number 30. And I start speeding things up. You say, oh, I know about the elements. Lisa. Oh, you don't have to keep going on that. I don't want to be boring, and I'm not going to be boring. I'm just going to be me. Now, look, the elements making up a crime. Look at it like this. There are acts that you or someone else committed. Well, personally, I am not going to commit those acts because I don't want to sit in nobody's nasty prison and nasty jails. No, that's not the comforts of home. You got to have home in your life. Think about that. You don't want to live in those places. All right, when they say they're nasty, they're talking about a lot of different things. The food is no good. Sometimes the conditions. People who are locked up, what can they do? Well, they can throw feces, bowel, urinate, overflood the toilets, and all that water comes trickling down on you. You want that? Nobody wants that. Okay? And then you have to remember you're going to have a future. Do you want your children, your grandchildren to go through all that? No. All right? So, hear me now. It takes 3. 1, 2, 3 elements, and then you've broken the law. 3 acts, then you've broken the law. Okay? Let it sink in for a moment. 3. Yes. This is not TV. Life is not TV. Life is not a motion picture. No. Life is real. It's not imaginary. Guns are real. They're not imaginary. You kill someone, you murder someone, oh, it's real. Nobody's going to just let it slide. We coming. The cavalry is coming. And we're going to get anyone who breaks the law on the elements. Not your race, not your sex, not your creed, not what grade you're in, not who you're dating or you're not dating. We don't care. We'll get you on the elements. Was this done, and this done? It's either yes or no. Now, there is a 4th element, and it's called causation. Now, that generally is put in the hands of the detectives, and they look for that 4th element to make sure if we don't have all 4, we're going to at least have those 3. We want to win our case. We don't hate anybody. No, it's just a job. We signed up for the job, and we swore we would do our best. We would study hard to help America stand for another 400 years plus. Oh, yeah. We want to be old as China one day. We're 1 billion years old. Isn't that something? I wonder what them people in the year 2015 will think about us today. Look at us, just wonderful citizens. We don't have hardly any courtrooms anymore. Folk don't break the law. See? Now, how do you get rid of judges and police officers, Lisa? Don't break the law. Real simple. Then we won't have a job. They ain't gonna pay us to stand around. We won't need those secretaries. There's only 2 courtrooms in the whole county. The judge will sit up there as bored as he want to be because you guys set the tone. All right? Some people say, well, I wish I would have learned this. Do you guys discuss it from a religious standpoint of view? No. We don't get into the fabric of society. Okay? But please do understand this, that we do know a lot. All right? That there are people who go to church. All right? I'm not going to tell you who to believe in and who not to believe in. That is not my position. All right? We're not here for that. But do understand that we understand the religious communities that the good book, and some people call it Quran, Bible, and so on. See, there's so much, and we don't want to offend anyone. That it does say to obey his law, if you believe, all right, and to obey man's law. Basically, would you please cooperate? It really would appreciate it. Don't go too far to the left and too far to the right. All right? If you believe. Now, there are a lot of Christians out here. In the world, there's over 2 billion Christians. All right? And there's Muslims, and there's Jewish people, and so on and so forth. And then we deal with people who are agnostic. Okay? We deal with a lot of people. All are mostly strangers to us. We get to know a lot of people who are repeat offenders. All right? So, everyone understands the elements? And through every video, I'm going to admonish you. I'm going to warn you. I'm going to tell you some things that you need to be careful as you move about as a teenager. And then move about in your adulthood life. We don't want mommies and daddies locked up. No. You guys can go to college. When you do go to college, you can go to college to come on out, get in trouble, get locked up. No. That's not what life's about. All right? But there are people who are persistent, and please know that. So I'm going to give you a good old talking to, maybe some stories. I'll sing some songs. I'll sing a little bit. I don't have any jokes to tell because I don't think things are funny. But we're going to have a good time. How about that? I promise you that much. Now, we're on video number 1. Please do stay in order. All right? It will go fast now. Some of the videos are long, like the one on rape. It was a lot to read on assassination. It has a lot of elements. I think it's over 50 elements. All right? So, I just want you guys to just, in your language, chill out, you know. Let me handle things. You pass those tests. Okay? They're very easy, true and false. Let's get into our lesson. And the lesson's on plotting. There are some things I want to enlighten you on. There's a thing called plotting, planning, and accessory. Plotting involves 2 people. There's the involvement of 2 people. All right? Up for someone's demise. Police officers, we are to protect property and people. We don't want everyone to breathe. We don't want to find anybody not breathing. Not unless it's natural causes or sickness. All right? Understand? Now, we want you to keep breathing. We want your next door neighbor to keep breathing. We want everybody walking around being wonderful. All right? We want to put the undertakers out of business. Okay? You got me? And everybody understands that. Come on now, guys. All right? Now, there's a thing called planning. It involves one person. You can be sitting in your room, so upset, so angry. Ooh, maybe my mom is poor. My mom has to struggle, and I want to sell drugs. Well, you came up with that. So we don't have to arrest 2, arrest 1. The judge can also, if you commit the act, he can go back there, she can go back there and charge you with planning the crime. And that's additional charges. You want all that in your life? It's not worth it. All right? Now, and there's also a thing called accessory, where other people are involved in the mess or the menagerie, okay, or the goings on, or the crime, okay? And we won't get everybody. That's why we take everybody to the detective division and interview everyone, and we have all day long. And if we get tired, we got more detectives and more police officers. We got a surplus. All right? You will not be tricked. I understand there are recorders. We even have boundaries. All right? We can't cross those boundaries. But neither can you guys. You can't cross these boundaries. When we are interviewing people, asking them questions, your rights are read. You can't cross certain boundaries. The thing about law and exposing it to you guys is for you to understand that we're not crossing any boundaries. If you've been arrested and all the elements are not in place, all these acts are not present, there's nothing there. Some of these might be fake, so to speak. Let's just say that. You or we picked up the wrong person. You can be unarrested by the magistrate. The law enforcement takes you to the magistrate. It could be the uniformed officer. It could be the detectives that says, I think this person needs to be unarrested. They'll do that. All right? But the officer's job is to put you under arrest. Bring you before the magistrate. The magistrate makes a decision. Then you are put away until your first hearing, or maybe you're granted bail. Okay? But everyone's under a bond. Alright? So, does this all have to happen? No, 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 no. It don't have to happen. Why? You're no longer ignorant. You're finished with all of these. There are 7.1 million people currently caught up in the system because they didn't know this. So simple. You have a choice. This is true choice. Before CopTube America, did you have a choice? No. Now you have true choice. Those who are locked up, real crimes now, they're not getting out. So, tell your cousin, I don't think that this is one for you. You can't get out, man. You really did kill him or kill her. And CopTube America can't get you out. And it's true. And once you're found guilty, you're found guilty. But we're starting a new thing. We're going to open up people's eyes, put some good information in your hands. Keep you as you grow old, maybe into your hundreds. That's nice. All right? Some of you guys we're going to lose along the way. Some of you guys are going to be hard-headed and disobedient and want to be popular and break the law and then have regrets. All right? That's why I want you guys to settle down. You know, put away the video games for a little while. All right? You get to keep the videos for 1 year. All right? Let's get into our lesson. See what these 9 justices have to say. All right? Well, they thought plotting would be a crime. It would hurt someone. Elements making up the crime of plotting. There are 3. 1. Proven by their acts, conduct, declarations that imply knowledge and agreement or meeting of the minds to participate in the achievement of the same unlawful object or goal. Please do look up your words. I'm not going to be doing what the teachers told you guys that you have to do. You have to look up your words now. All right, we're not babies. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. You got 5 years. 18, you are an adult. All right? And it helps. It helps with the understanding. So look up your words. Please do. Okay, now, write them on a little tablet. You can stop the video. All right, but write them on a little tablet and go back. All right? Listen. Number 2. One of them. That means there had to be more. So, two or more. One of them committed the act or acts which were unlawful. They're not going to arrest you if they were lawful. So, unlawful. Number 3, which is the last element, plaintiffs suffered damage as a proximate cause. Someone was plotting and someone suffered at your hands or the hands of your partners. Ain't that how they say it? Your partners. What's up, man? How you doing? Hey, I got somebody, I was thinking about something. Yeah, what's up? That we should come up with something. Get some money. What, you got a plan? No, man. What you want to do? That's all plotting. Doesn't it happen every day? Hey, man, I got an idea. You want to see these girls over here? Man, my sister got a lot of friends coming up with those ideas. Hey, y'all want to throw a birthday party? Let's surprise him. Hey! What is that? That's plotting. Now, if you do it by yourself, well, I'll tell you what. Planning, and we'll get to planning. That'll be lesson number 2. Let's see what the penalties, what they said would be the best penalty. How are we going to punish a person for plotting a crime? Now, see, remember now, you have the crime itself, and then you have this. You can't have a crime not unless you have one of these. Get it? And we know if we're talking to you and your eyes open and you can speak, you can walk and talk, somebody done plotted or planned or an accessory. Being a partner. Don't do that, guys. We don't want you breaking the law. And do not break this law. I will tell you that throughout. Do not break the law on plotting. I'll make you guys responsible if you're willing. All right? I want you to stay free. Okay? Listen, 1 year upwards to 5 years for this crime. Now, I made a little sheet here, and I'm going to read it periodically. And I'm going to let you know years, but I want you to see how much time you're wasting. Okay? When you're locked away. You will be missing 5 Christmases. Oh, the judge's not going to let you just slide. No, what did you plot? You see that? Now, sentences can run concurrent or consecutive. Look up your words. All right? Now, 1 year is equivalent to 12 months. 1 year is also the same as or equivalent to 365 days. You say, well, I know that. Hold on. In minutes, it is 525,600 minutes. Now I'm going to show you something. You say, well, I know that. Yeah, but that's a lot of time to be sitting in a box. There's a lot going on in America, and you're going to miss it. And some people may miss you. Say, well, I don't care about that. Let me explain to you something. Ever imagine going to a grocery store or Walmart? You go, yeah, go with your mom. Mm-hmm. You might be in a rush or you're just tired. And then all of a sudden, while the line's moving, it stops. You're happy when the line is moving, it stops. And then the lady reaches up, and you just learned this, reaches up and goes, price check. Hey! Everybody go, what? Oh, man. Oh, price check. What's somebody get a price check on? She wants these barrettes over here. And everybody's like, what? You mean I got to stand in line an additional 5 minutes? People can't take that. You can't. Go ask your mom and dad. Oh, no. No. And then you're talking about being locked up for 525,600 minutes. Think about that. If you can't wait in line, and how upsetting it is, and how troublesome It is. You can't get out your room. It's like being on punishment. Man, I can't get out of here, man. Come on, man. Gotta let me out. Or you'll be stressing. And that is what being locked up is all about. Oh, there's bullies. They'll be waiting on you. You say, well, are there people who engage in homosexual activity? Sadly, yes, there is. And there's bullies that will take away your food. And sometimes the guards can't do a thing about it. And people have gotten their teeth missing, see? Got their eyes blackened, lost their hearing because somebody hit them in the ear and pop that. Don't do that. Okay, broken their noses, scarred them for life. Okay? So there's a lot going on, guys. That's an ugly place to go. You don't want to go there. Okay? In hours, what is it? 8,760 hours. What? I can't sit in class for 50 minutes. Man, once this class is over with, I'm ready to go. I was a teenager. I'm ready to go. And the teacher go, what's wrong? Man, this class too long. And you going to break the law and sit in one room. One room. For 8,760 hours. But there is punishment for every wrong that you do. If you believe in karma, oh, if the law don't get you, karma will. Look that up. Please do. Okay, listen. What's 5 years? Ooh. It is 60 months. It's not 12 months. It's 60. How many in days? It's not 365. What is it, Lisa? It's 1,825 days. Remember, I'm going to say a thing like price check. I want you to pay attention to the minutes. Everybody understand minutes. Man, I got to stay here 5 minutes. Man, I got to stay here 15 minutes. Oh, man, how long she said she going to be there? 20 minutes. 20 minutes? When's the doctor going to see us? Oh, he's behind now. And you got to sit in that lobby. You don't want to be locked up. And they do strip searches. Ooh, it's not cool. You want to be cool, guys. Listen, people want to say nice things about you. Oh, he's so nice. She's so nice. Right? Right. So you got to keep the law. Be a keeper of the law. All right, listen. How many minutes? 2,628,000 minutes. I said 2,628,000 minutes. What is it in hours? You'll be locked away. And people going with their lives. If you had a little girlfriend, bye. She's not going to wait on you when she hears that you are locked away for 43,800 hours. See, I took my time all the way to a life sentence. Everybody knows what a death penalty is. But I took my time except for seconds. And if you notice on the clock, it goes tick, 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 tick. Wow. Just stand there and look at a clock. Stand there, just look at a clock. Tick, 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 tick. And you mean you got to wait to for the hand to get around that clock. The judge sentenced you, that got to go around 2,628,000 times because you're not getting out. When the judge knows that you knew better, you're not getting out. You hurt someone, you're not getting out. You're going to serve your time, especially if you get arrested by the feds. All right? It's a lot to learn about adulthood. And those people, trust me, when you see them on TV, oh, they're just laughing and joking and kicking it up because the camera's there. But they're miserable people. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Martin Luther King birthday, Valentine's Day, oh, spring, St. Patrick's Day, Easter, Memorial Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, 4th of July, first day of school, Everybody go to the beach in August. 4th of July, oh, everybody throwing up the fireworks. Mm-hmm. Labor Day, Halloween, and back to Thanksgiving. Don't forget there's President's Day where you can go out and buy some things. Go to the mall. Okay? You can join fraternities, sororities if you go to college. All the football games and basketball games. You're going to be sitting in a cell. Is that what you want for yourself? Please say no. We don't need anyone else caught up in the system. Right now, year 2015, and sad to say, there are over 70 million people with criminal records that can't get a job. There are huge amounts of people on probation and parole just praying to get off. Don't be one of those ones. How do you stop from getting burnt? Don't touch the fire. Don't touch this fire. Come on, guys. All right, now let me show you something. Stick with me. Do not jump around. Okay, the videos. You can watch them again, but let's just get through this. All right? Get your certificate, and you can watch all the videos and laugh and grin. Oh, she said this or she said that. She used this accent. She was like, woo. Yes, I'm exciting. I try to be. It's just who I am. I'm not putting on a show. No. You can't be fake and phony in life. Mm-mm. Okay. Let me finish up here. Hold your seats down, guys. For the crime of plotting, penalties for plotting, damages that occur in the cure will begin at $10,000. You got $10,000? If you don't, even if you do, is this where you want to spend it? Now, does your mom have $10,000? Daddy, grandma? They got to put up the deed. They got to take out a little loan. They got to take your college fund. It's not cool. Everybody want to be cool. They want to know that you're cool. You all right to be with. That you won't get in trouble. You won't get me in trouble, man, if I hang out with you. No. Don't trick them. All right? Plus cost of court. Let me ask you this. What could you do with $10,000? Think about it. I can tell you a few things right now. Cost tuition. If you want to do that, well, you save it. Keep saving it. You want to hand it over to us? You want to hand it over to the court system? Police ain't going to take it. But the court system will. And who else will take it? Bondsmen. They'll take your money too. Happy to have you. For doing what? One of these. And there are more. But these are the historically broken laws. People keep breaking these same 100. And it took me a time or two as I went through. I was like, okay, wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. It's this. Okay, this one needs to make the list. Repeatedly broken laws. It's unnecessary. It needs to stop. It begins with you. 13 to 17. And as I'm talking to you, yes, the younger ones, 5 to 12, they'll be learning. So why are they 13 to 17? Well, let me explain this. 13, in some states, you can become emancipated. All right? Look up emancipated, guys. I'll try to explain to you briefly. That means you can go out on your own. Okay? You say, well, why is she talking to us like that? I'm talking to you so you can understand what I'm talking about, what I'm saying. When I talk to the little ones, I'll talk to them like this. And when I talk to the adults, okay, I'm going to speak to them another way. All right? Every group has to be taught. Every large group of people. Now, because there's something to lose. What can you lose as a teenager? Well, you can lose your right for emancipation. You're moving too fast. The judge can set you free from your parents if you meet certain requirements. Okay? 14, getting a permit to work a job. 16, well, between 15 and 16, what can you have? Driver's license. 15, you can get your permit. It's a lot to lose. 17. Or more than likely, a lot of you guys will graduate from high school. Well, there's some late bloomers. All right? But you, as you say, I'm stacking my paper. You're stacking your paper for what? I'm stacking my paper for the future. I need a job. I'm going to chill so I get my paper right. Mm-hmm. All right? To do what? Buy a car. You got to pay the insurance on it. You miss out on all these things. Plus, you need to be starting on pounding up the money for the Social Security check that you're going to get later on. Oh, it's real. It's real. I'm not going to lie to you guys, and I'm not going to kid you. It's all real. Some people don't believe, but believe CopTube America. We have nothing but the truth to teach you, tell you. Now, don't forget, we're going to wrap things up right here because we have a lot to cover. Planning is next. All right. Remember, a conspiracy charge can be added to most crimes, which increases or may double your sentence. You will hear that a lot after I read the law and the penalties. All right. This is not a joke. We're going to have a lot of fun. Okay. There are books that you will be able to keep with these same laws. A referral book. CopTube America Handbook. Keep it with you. Put it in your glove department. Sit back on a tree. It's not too big of a book now. It's nice. Sit back on a tree. Oh, okay. Well, I think I'm going to look at this a little further. Or if you're waiting on someone, oh, I'm just kicking it here for a second. Oh, wait a minute. Let me get my book out. I want to go to law school. You just don't have to want to go to law school. I ain't a police officer. But you just want to know what's going on. You can also use these. I had a little friend that did it. They can understand CSI a little bit better. Okay? All the cop shows deal with the elements of criminal law. Now you can understand. Oh, I know they're going to be arrested. Oh, man, you better get them on that plotting. I saw it. Oh, man. You're going to have a blast. Okay? You're going to see how well those Hollywood actors and actresses, how well they do their job. All right? So, don't forget to take your test, and I'm going to remind you of that. All right? From time to time, you'll hear me say it consistently, and then I won't say it for a while, and then I'll say catch up. Because I know some of you guys will just, man, watch the next one. No, I was a teenager. Watch the next one. What? Hey, you better catch up on them tests. Ooh, the test. All right? We're going to have the best time. All right? I have a serious job to do. But I also want to have a good time with you. I want you to get used to me. I want you to relax. All right? We got this. We got this. Okay? All right? So we're going to wind it up here. We're going to planning. And find out what the elements that make up planning, what they are. What are those acts that can get you in trouble? All right? We don't want to see any of our teenagers locked away. It's too many. And it's so sad they can never come out for wonderful times. Your birthdays, you'll be locked away. You don't want that. The food's not any good, I heard. All right? And then you have a record. And then people might not be able to trust you. They don't want a daddy to go, man, my dad he was wild when he was younger, man. He got locked up. He was locked up, and then they put him in a big, yes. This is what I'm getting ready to say. If your sentence you have 5 years, your sentence comes in, and they say, oh, wait a minute, I'm getting ready to get out. Oh, no, you're not. Excuse me? We're sending you over to the adult prison. What? What did I do? I didn't violate. No, your sentence. You're not finished with it yet. You got to go to the adult prison. You can't stay in here. What? You mean I got 10 more years? Yep. Man, I ain't never going to get out. Mm-hmm. Don't go in the first place. How about that? Let's wrap this up. I think you learned something about plotting. And if you want to learn a little bit more, you have your handbook. If you want to really get down to flashcards, you guys can have a blast. All right, DARE has its place. It teaches you about drugs. CopTube America, we're going to teach you about it all. How about that? Cops are going to take their time with you. And now when you see a police officer, how you doing, sir? I'm doing fine, thank you, and yourself. And you can be calm. They're not pinning anything on anybody. I heard a lot of things out there. All right? The McGruff program, we're going to teach you about crimes. We're going to teach the elements. Those crimes. What about those crimes? What about those crimes? What about those crimes? The acts. All right, so you can clearly understand. All right, let's move forward. Take those tests. You're going to hear me say that a lot, guys. All right. Please do. All right, you can do it, guys. Hang in there. Get your certificate. We got bumper stickers for you. Then put on them cars. Mom and Dad, if you're good, they might get your car. Never know. Or a nice bus pass. We have t-shirts and baseball caps and bracelets that you can wear. You know, people can identify you're a good person. You must know the law. You really took that thing seriously. Yeah, I graduated too. See? Hold your chest up high. Just like a cop. We're proud of ourselves. The people are proud of us. We had a lot of tests. We're going to see if we can get you through this right here. And we can. All right? No hopping around. All right. Peace out. And take those tests. All the time, guys. Ooh, let's go another one. Now, listen to me. Take those tests. All right, bye.
The weight of my mistakes depends on how I feel. Don't let it bring you down. The weight of what I say depends on how you feel. But I don't want to bring you down, down, down.